Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back. Happy January 3rd, 2018. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about Ripple. And let's talk about the banks a little bit. Let's talk about trust. Let's talk about all that shit. But let's mainly just talk about Ripple. What the fuck, what my opinion on Ripple is. And if you already watched my channel a little bit, you already know what my opinion on Ripple is. I don't like it. I'll discuss that in a second as to why I don't like it. You guys can like it all you want. I'm just giving you my reasons. So, Ripple. What the fuck is Ripple? Alright, Ripple is a coin. Again, how about this? I'll put a link to the box mining episode that Michael did the other day, I think yesterday, explaining Ripple. Alright, so it'll give you all technical on Ripple, okay? I'm not going to give you a technical on Ripple, alright? What I'm going to give you is what the fuck really, what really Ripple is, alright? Ripple is a coin that was invented, constructed by the banks, the governments, whoever, an entity, the entities that we are literally fighting tooth and nail with, okay, right now. They're the ones who created Ripple. So, I've known about Ripple for a very long motherfucking time. In fact, you know, obviously I could have fucking gotten in pennies. I could have gotten in at 2 pennies at fucking whatever, like a lot of us. But the reason I never even touched that is because the reason I'm in this space is because I believe in it. And again, they call me naive, call me stupid, call me whatever. But I mean, I can't put my heart, my soul, my anything into something I don't believe in, and that's it. So this is why me getting into the space is very easy, because I believe in it very much. But when it comes to things like a Ripple, I don't believe in it at all. In fact, something like Ethereum, I believe in EOS way more than I do Ethereum, but I get in on Ethereum because I've done the research enough to the point as to where I see it as a viable option for at least the time being, etc., etc. But anyway, when it comes to Ripple, I mean, I see absolutely no fucking reason why it should exist. And that's number one. And number two, why it's pumping and pumping and pumping. So, we already understand that by getting on the blockchain, fuck the blockchain, by getting Bitcoin, Litecoin, any kind of cryptocurrency, Monero, whatever, Zcash, it doesn't really matter, whatever it is you prefer. When you're using these things, it's digital cash. You know, I don't think we've talked about trust yet, but you know what digital cash, what Bitcoin enables is trust, or trustless, a trustless environment. So just like when you go and pay for something at a store and you're dealing with a stranger, as long as you're paying with cash, or you're paying with your Visa, you're paying with something that both parties already know has value and all this other shit, they don't care. They don't care. You get what I'm saying? What you buy. In fact, the more you buy, the better, because they already know what you're giving them has value. And, you know, they're more willing to, you know, make the transaction, whatever. If you try paying with fucking coffee beans, they're going to tell you to go fuck yourself, all right? That's all I'm fucking saying, all right? So, you know, the whole thing with Bitcoin is, like, again, you already know, it's like it just puts the value of this digital asset in your hands. You are the bank. So, what Ripple is that all it's doing is that, like, oh, okay, you guys are all building Internet 3.0. Well, fuck it. We're going to build our own Internet 3.0. We're going to continue with this, you know, banking system. We're going to build our own intranet, hence Ripple, XRP, all that bullshit. And so, you know, in order to maintain, you know, the status quo. So, let's go back to other episodes when I talked about inflation and the money coming in and all this other stuff. Notice that as soon as Bitcoin went into the markets, you know, the CME, the CMOE, you know, all that bullshit, the stock market, whatever. And all of a sudden, everything just started fucking coming down, eat it, up, down it, until it evens out. We're pretty much at 15. It's been at 15 for a long time. In fact, not just that, but a lot of the coins, you know, Litecoin's around 250. A lot of coins are just, you know, maintained. They go up and down, but, you know, they're pretty much here. You know, Salt has like a, you know, major announcement. They'll go up, they'll go back down. OMG, same thing, whatever. But pretty much you're staying even. The only thing that's going up is Ripple. It's ripping everybody's fucking face off. It's just ripping towards the top. And if you guys have been in this space long enough, and if you haven't, let me give you a quick lesson. But if you have, please back me up on this. Please give me a little, help me out on this one, because you guys should know about this too. Every time that Ripple, every time it was from 2 pennies on to today, is maintained. Every time that it goes up and up and up and it pumps, it's always okay. So for example, when you look at the crypto coin market cap, you'll see Ripple as one of the few coins in the green, and you'll always see like in a ginormous fucking like 30% increase. And you'll see everything else in the red. And you might see that for a day or two, and then all of a sudden you see a humongous reversal. This is like months ago. All of a sudden you'll see like, Ripple going back out, whatever it gained, 30, 60% in a few days, it'll lose all of that. And then all of a sudden all the other coins will fucking pump up. So, and this has been going on and on and on up until this December, January, this whole, this last few weeks situation where all of a sudden everything's kind of maintained, and all of a sudden Ripple's the only thing that's just fucking ripping up. So with that being said, with our quick little history lesson, with everything as tempting, as much as a lot of us might have FOMO and when, want to be like, hey, we got to get on this Ripple now, blah, 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 don't. It might even still hit $10 fucking and we're going to feel like fucking idiots. But I have a sinking feeling. I really like a feeling that's not good. But again, I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not right about everything. That once Ripple hits whatever point it's going to hit, it could be, another dollar. It could be $3. You know what I mean? Just another dollar from now. It could be 4, 5, 6. It could be 10. But once it hits that threshold that they wanted, they're gonna fucking dump the fuck out of it. And maybe dump the fuck out of it and then make the rest of the market go up. And look, I don't know, I'm not gonna get too technical here, but again, just looking at what this coin is, it's a bank coin. And how they keep accusing everybody that's in the space. Well, not anymore, but they used to accuse all of us, for laundering money and doing all this other shady shit. Again, people that know what's up, we know that they are the mafia. They are the ones that are really laundering the money. They're the ones that are doing everything bad. So what this looks like to me is just another fucking case of money laundering 101, like very simple. So remember, there's all this cash, all these bonds, all these dollars all over the fucking world right now that are looking for a home, and they can't just come directly home because then we'll have massive inflation. So they're finding a home. At first they were finding the home in just a crypto market, cryptocurrency market space, period. But it seems like these guys are, they're trying their hardest. They're doing everything humanly possible to fuck the whole thing up. So I really do think that they're just pumping every single cash, dollar, anything that they can into this space, because since they have control of it, they can put in as much as they want. They're holding all these coins. It's all fucking shady as fuck, and people don't really care. All people want is just to make money. They're not really fucking, paying attention to what's really going on here. So I think that, honestly, like, they're just pumping all this cash, they're pumping all this, all that shit into Ripple, gonna make it fucking blow up, and then at some point, it's all gonna disappear. Ripple's gonna go from $10 to $2 again, or even less, or a dollar, who knows, and all that money, all that energy stored into Ripple is gonna fucking find its way into all the other altcoins, okay? And honestly, I think it's, going to be, Litecoin, Bitcoin, just the tried and trues, not the shit coins or altcoins, but more, just the regular coins. And I really do think that they're doing this on purpose, because I'm sure that they have, buy limits. They have, a lot of the things that we have to deal with, you know what I mean? Remember that, okay? There's a reason that they haven't really been able to fucking take this whole market and manipulate the fuck out of it, but they still have, and they still try to, with the whales and the whole everything. But regardless, I really do think that they're kind of calculating. They're trying to calculate. I'm thinking of the phrase in Spanish. Pero lo que quiero decirle es que están fríamente calculando esta situación. So what they're really doing is, like, I guess like in army terms or general terms, they're just like sitting back. They're fucking, just getting ready, getting all their horses, all their bullets, everything ready. Once everything, they're at limit, then they're gonna fucking charge. And obviously they're gonna charge right at us, okay? And by charge at us is by, again, by creating a fucking crazy drop in the whole market, led by Ripple. So, I mean, how insane is it right now that fucking the Bitcoin is at 36% market share? and Ripple is at number 2. Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me with this right now? Are you kidding me? So, for you people out there, if you are going to invest or have invested in Ripple, like in the last few days, be very fucking careful. Be very careful and have your butt on the clicker to fucking sell, okay? And the minute that, you know, you see like a major drop. For those of you that have stuck to your guns and are not in the space, stay away from it. If I were you, buy other, you know, other assets that you know are going to fucking pump up as soon as this thing hits the fan. And I really do think that this is all part of the plan. They're trying to shake people out. They're trying to do, you know, again, the people that have been in the markets, not just crypto markets, but markets in general, that have been around gold, silver, trading, you know, stocks, all this shit, you know what I mean? The old dogs out there for real. No, this isn't nothing new. Know that, we know that at the end of the day, what's really fucking happening is that they're fighting, okay? And then they're not just fighting, you know, with what, you know, they're fighting with tooth and nail, with everything they fucking got, okay? They're you know, they're pulling teeth, hair, you know, stabbing you, and they're doing everything humanly possible, okay? And they don't care, and that's it. So again, we that, you know, consider ourselves revolutionary, anarchists, whatever the fuck we want to call ourselves, you know, people that just want justice and rightness. This is kind of like the moment we've been waiting for kind of like a long time. So we've gotten our wish. So yeah, we don't want to be fighting these monsters, but we do want to be fighting these monsters. And remember, this is go back to, like, you know, just a regular street fight, okay? At the end of the day, nobody wants to get in a street fight, but if we get in a street fight, you want to have the advantage. And you want them to be, you know, on their heels. You want them to be the one on defense. You want them to, you want to be on the offense. You want to be the one, you know, dictating everything. And that's where we are right now, okay? They're on defense. They're trying to fight back. They're, you know, they're, you know, that's all they're doing, okay? And this is just the very, very beginning, but this is going very quickly. All right. So yeah, I know this whole thing was a mouthful, but hopefully this gave you guys some sort of insight as to why Ripple's bad, and, you know, pretty much answering the question. You know, how about this? You know, this is like the main question I was gonna fucking ask and answer, whatever, which is like, did the Fed create Bitcoin, the blockchain, and all this shit? And short answer, I don't know. My immediate answer, probably not. My conspiracy theory answer, most likely yes, they did create it. And why did they create it? It's simple, because they're already losing the power with the dollar, losing the power with the banking system and all this other shit. So again, knowing them, knowing history, they would obviously create the solution as well. And, you know, just throw it out there and pretend like they didn't fucking, you know, create it. And by the time that, you know, humans figure it out, you know, it'll be 100 years from today. Anyway, you know. So with that being said, we don't know if they created it. We do know what they are creating. So anything centralized is bad. Anything decentralized is good. And let's just, you know, ride this wave, okay? So let's, you know, if possible, become free. Not have to fucking rely on them anymore, and being able to fucking, you know, live our own motherfucking lives. Period. So it really doesn't matter if they created it or not. Whether it was Bernanke or not, whether it was fucking, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't motherfucking matter, okay? So just keep doing your homework, keep, you know, staying in the space, keep believing in the technology, and everything's gonna be fine. Up until the Chinese, you know, come out with their quantum computing, and then we're all gonna be fucked. But, you know, hopefully something else will come along by then. If not, whatever. We'll learn quantum computing. Who knows? By that point, we'll probably be in the Matrix already. We'll be in a fucking, in a VR heaven, and, you know, again, we're all gonna be, we were more plugged in than we are today, so who the fuck knows. Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Look, I had a fucking blunt here, you know, waiting to fucking light up. I got my coffee. I just got so fucking excited with the talking as usual. So I'm gonna light this. I'm gonna turn you motherfuckers off. I'm gonna get high, fucking get this video online, and thanks again for watching. Happy hump day! Hump day!